Come seeker, come traveler, come all humankind, online or in person, whomever you love.
Come and be welcome at the Unitarian Universalist Church of Cheyenne. Here, we are building a community of refuge where all have equal worth and are invited into spiritual exploration as a foundation for hope, compassionate service, and action.
This is a place where questions are encouraged, a place with room for all of who you are.
This is a place full of works in progress, a place for being human together.
Welcome. It is good to be here.
Settle in and exhale. This is a time for community.
Sorry. Good morning. I'm Camelia, a member of the board, and I'm here to welcome you to this church where we are on a shared journey to find meaning, connection, and community together. If you are new to us, please fill out a welcome card and drop it in the offering basket so we can share information about our activities and help find what nourishes your spirit here. There are note cards in the pew for writing your joys and sorrows for the pastoral pair. We pass a square basket during offering to gather these. Write your name or remain anonymous. You can also write "Do not share" on the card if there is something you want held in care by our minister and pastoral care team, but not spoken aloud. Many activities and events happen each week in this community. Here are a few coming up soon. On second and fourth Sundays, faith development class for 5 to 12-year-olds meets downstairs following the time for all ages, and that is today. Actors of all ages join us back here in the social hall after faith development to audition for the winter solstice pageant. Parts are guaranteed to all, no memorization needed, and rehearsals will be every Sunday after service. We need at least 10 people to make this play run, and there are even parts for those who don't want to speak. Lastly, you may have noticed a little survey inside your office order of service today. Our Committee on Shared Ministry needs your input. Please take a few minutes to fill out the survey and then turn it into the basket on the table after service so we can record your answers. You will be completely anonymous, so please feel welcome to be honest. And I think Stephen is going to share the plate. Yes.
We gather in person and on Zoom each week, giving from our resources to sustain the work of this church and to share the abundance with the community and organizations, broadening the reach of our values. You can find the text to give number in the order of service or use the Realm app. For electronic giving or for share the plate offerings and pledges, you may also drop them in the baskets in a few minutes as they pass. Our Share the Plate partner for November is Veterans Rock. As you've heard over the last couple of weeks, Veterans Rock does a lot for our community, for the veterans. They have a food pantry along with a clothing and a furniture closet that they give to needy veterans, for actually any veterans, that to assist them in anything that they may need to continue with a healthy life. Does anybody have any questions about Veterans Rock? I've been out there a few times. I know that they are looking for volunteers to help out sorting their food pantry, as well as assisting them in their loan closet. Okay. Well, please give graciously and assist Veterans Rock for this month of November. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And now let us give as generously as we can. And so it is with gratitude that we receive of the cares of community, of the giving so generous to our work and the work of the wider community, and this gift of music. Thank you, Lloyd. We live in a world profoundly broken by violence, mistrust, and injustice. Yet even in this brokenness, we carry a sacred responsibility to respond with humility, grace, and love. That is where our strength lives. That is where our strength calls home. Maybe you've felt broken before. Maybe you still feel broken now. But gentle soul, being broken doesn't mean that you're beyond repair. It means you've been broken open to receive the love that's surrounding and supporting you right now. A love that believes in you. A love that wants to see you thrive, even in the midst of chaos and the unknown, especially in the midst of chaos and the unknown. So slow down.
A love that
Just breathe. Lean into the love that was always meant for you. You are holy. You are whole. And you are more than good enough. Welcome and be welcome in our worship this day. For our opening hymn, I invite you to turn in your gray hymnals to number 360 as we rise in body or in spirit to join in singing, "Here We Have Gathered." As we begin, I'll just note that in the second verse, lyrics call us to gather as women, children, men. It seems awfully binary for a day when we're honoring the lives of trans people in particular. So if you'd like, you can use your pew pencils and write in some synonyms. I find kinfolk, children, and friends scans really well in that space. And then, as our hymn leaders come forward, let us raise our voices together in song to breathe with one another and join in shared sacred time. Here we have gathered side by side, circle of kinship, come and step inside. May all who seek here find a kindly word. May all who speak here feel they have been heard. Sing now together this our heart's own song. Here we have gathered, called to celebrate days of our life. and friends, infants and sages, sharing what we can. Sing now together this our heart's own song. Life has its battles, sorrows and regret, but in the shadows let us not forget. We who now gather know each other's pain. Kindness can heal us as we give, we gain. Sing now in friendship this our heart's own song.
That was lovely. O Infinite Love, a prayer for Transgender Day of Remembrance by Reverend Sunshine Jeremiah Wolf. O Infinite Love, help me face this day. My heart weeps with fear of violence, of invisibility, of hatred. Open me to the beauty and wholeness, to love and laughter. I am enough. We are enough. I live in the sacred in-between. I embody the connectivity and allness of the infinite. May I remember that I am inherently sacred by my existence. The earth is filled with magnificent diversity, of which I am a small piece. May I remember I am a part of the spectacular beauty of a diverse world dependent on that diversity, my existence, for its survival. When I feel lost, I hold to the earth and to community. When I feel invisible, may I have the strength to shout joyous gratitudes from the rooftops for all who have seen me. When violence is before me, I ask for grace through the next moment. When I feel connected, may I share my love with those around me. When I feel seen, may I see others in need. When I am secure, may I rise up for the security of others. O infinite love, I sit within you and shine you out to the world, that we may know grace even when we do not live up to our most grounded values. We are life, and we are lives worth living, and my life is valuable, and as are all lives valuable. O infinite love, thank you for the gift of the transcendent both, all, and if infinite, liminal, glue, connectivity. May I rest in that transcendent space today and for all days to come. Aho, Amen, Ashe. Now, if the young or young at heart wish to join us on the chancel at this time, we invite you to share in the leadership of speaking our covenant in unison before time for all ages. We got one, it looks like. The words to our covenant can be found in the cover of your order of service.
Ballet. people are often happy or sad, and some are neither. Some people are silly. Some people are skeptical. Some people are cold. Some people are weird. Some people might have a whole lot of emotions going on all at once. Some people love puppies or pigs, and some might choose neither. Some love both. Some like pet turtles or snakes or bunnies or ducks. Does anyone else have another kind of animal that they love? Yeah. Or hamsters. That's a fabulous kind of animal. Or platypus. Yeah. Some people like cooking or gardening. Some folks like neither. They might love dusting or shoveling snow or doing the dishes instead. And some people are boys or girls. And some choose neither. Or both. Or both. Some might feel like both. Oh, thank you. Apparently my mic is not working. So let's see if we can get me on the Thank you. Sometimes the mic is working and sometimes it's not. Sometimes the mic chooses neither as well. Thank you, Josh. So, some people might feel like both a boy and a girl. Some people feel more boyish some days and more girlish on other days. Or some might just want to be people with no particular gender at all. And for some people, that's confusing. For some people, that's pretty fun. There are a whole lot of kinds of fashion to try when you're not stuck in either box. But I wonder if there are any other things that people have ever told you that you should choose just one or the other, like eating only apples or bananas, or liking only puppies or kitty cats. Anything you've ever heard? You should only like one or the other? Yeah.
Being stoic or emotional.
Being stoic or emotional. Yeah, that you can't be logical while you're having feelings. Sometimes people want to make up a lot of rules about what people can like or can do. Sometimes people make up a lot of rules about what boys can do or what girls can do. But in this congregation, we really like diversity and pluralism, which means many ways of being together. And what that means is if somebody tells us we should only choose A or B, we might choose neither. Or we can choose both. Or we can choose a third thing that's totally unexpected, and that would be fine too. And so, with an abundance of choices before you, we are going to sing our kids to their classes where they have more interesting things to go and do. I think Mark might be leading the way. Is that true? Oh, no, it's Kelly. Woohoo! All right. So, we're going to sing our children out, and Maddie's coming up to carry the flame. Thank you. So, children, remember as you go the lessons we have learned together, to seek the light of truth and tend the fire of caring, always returning to the warmth of this community. And thank you to our young at heart as well. We always appreciate your presence. And now, let us take a breath and join in a spirit of prayer and contemplation. Creator of the universe, love which connects all things, we gather together to be with one another and support each other through hard times, to celebrate our joyful moments, and to dwell together in the wonder and the mystery of this magnificent and ever-changing life. Today, we have some celebrations. Let us pause for a moment to wish a happy birthday to Yvonne, whose birthday was yesterday, and say, happy birthday. Little, yay, happy birthday. And a big thank you from Meg to everyone who helped my family during the shutdown. We were able to pay necessary bills and keep the lights and heat on. Yeah. And prayers or positive thoughts are welcome for the healing of Karen's foot and the appointment on the 3rd, hoping to be able to get that boot off and go back to walking around a little more smoothly. And for all those who are awaiting good news, who are holding hopes, who are getting ready for holidays, whether that is with joyful anticipation or a little trepidation about family gatherings, may you be held in love and abundance this holiday season. And today as well is the Transgender Day of Remembrance. It was on the 20th technically, and this is the closest Sunday to it. So today we pause to remember and hold in our hearts all the trans people who have died this year, and especially those murdered due to transphobia and related hatred and intolerance, those who have passed due to preventable suicides that stem from lack of support for transgender people and their healthcare needs. This list is long. This list of names of transgender and non-binary people who have passed over the last 12 months, as compiled by the Trans Remembrance Project, is twice as long as the one from last year. This is what happens when an administration, a news cycle, and people who hold no love in their hearts for diversity are allowed to make out trans people to be predators, unwanted, unfair competition. And so we pause to honor, to acknowledge, and to renew our commitment to a deeper love and a more vibrant justice for all people. We honor these names and their passing. Cam Thompson, age 18, of Alabama. Katoria Banks, age 31, of Alabama. Eli Stabline, age 49, from Arizona. Miss Major Griffin Gracie, age 78, from Arkansas. Jay Flores, age 23, from California.
Lady Java, age 82, from California. Apollo Moon, age 26, from California. Roy Mora, age 15, from California. Linda Becerra Moran, 30, age 30, from California. Luisa Rivera, age 68, from California.
And Hope like Youngblood, age 49, from California. And Zara Weinberg, age 36, from California. Gabrielle Cam Nguyen, age 21, from Colorado. And Jax Grayton, age 34, from Colorado. And Lily Dawn Harkins, 22, from Colorado.
Leah Joe, 37, from Colorado. Megan Jordan Cridley, 22, from Florida. Onyx Cornish, 18, from Idaho. Emma Slabak, 24, from Indiana. Kamora Woods, 27, from Indiana.
Blair Sawyer, age 27, from Kentucky. Christina Hayes, 28, from Michigan. Carmen Wells, age 28, from Michigan. Tahiri Broom, age 29, from Michigan. Ralasia White, 25, from Minnesota.
Aziza Z. Barnes, 31, from Mississippi. Kelsey Ellum, 25, from Missouri. Rick Allister Newman, 29, Montana. Jill Heathers Bouvier, 54, Nebraska. Raven Syed, New Jersey.
Bianca, known as Jiggly Caliente, Castro Arabejo, age 44, from New York. Denise Chucker, from New York. Alyssa Ray Shoup, age 61, from New York. Caitlin Renetta Benoit, age 15, from New York. Parker Savarese, age 15, from New York.
Sam Nordquist, 24, from Minnesota, killed in New York. Sydney Sid Lee Phillips, 22, New York. Erviana Johnson, 25, North Carolina. Kanisha Coco Chantel, 24, North Carolina. Tessa June, 21, North Carolina.
Tiara Love, Tori Jackson, age 37, from North Carolina. JJ Godby, age 26, from Ohio. Laura Schuler, age 47, from Ohio. Meka Shabazz, age 46, from Ohio. Aubrey Dameron, age 25, from Oklahoma, disappeared in 2019. Her remains were found and ID'd this year.
Artie Cassidy Beowulf Gibson, 23, Oregon. Charlotte Fosgate, 17, Oregon. Sonny Hopkins, 39, Pennsylvania. Shaparius Dupree, 32, Tennessee. Ajani Walden, Texas.
Kayla Jane Walker, age 39, of Texas. Rose Machuca, 24, of Texas. Rebecca Ann Heineman, 62, of Texas. Leah Smith, 21, of Vermont. And Phoenix Casetta, Vermont.
Cassie Rhea, Virginia, 31. Nora Howitz, 38, Virginia. Michelle Kemmerer, 80, Washington. Dream Johnson, 28, Washington, D.C. Amiri Dior, 23, Wisconsin.
For lives cut short too soon, for the vibrancy of being lost to hatred and fear, for tender hearts bruised and broken by intolerance. Let us hold silence in shared sorrow and remembrance. May we remember, may we honor their lives. May we remember in this congregation and honor all those who have come out in courage, those who have chosen to honor us with their truth in the face of a world that often makes too little space for difference. May we hold with gratitude all those who keep their hearts open, their heads up, all those who keep themselves alive each day in spite of forces that would prefer them back in the depths of dark closets without regard to their happiness. May we remember in this sorrow to celebrate those who live in joy. So many of our trans brethren are here today, blessed, beloved, proud and strong. Thank you for being with us, for staying with us. We are the better for your presence. Blessed be. And as Sam Allen writes, blessed are the gender outlaws, those born with violence on the horizon and those who narrowly, purposely avoid it through restricted movements and lost opportunities. Blessed are they who are murdered, those who are killed, and those who are so abused that they leave this world far too early. For you have lived your truth boldly, and your life and memory are your testament, however brief and brilliant you lived on this earth. Blessed are the ones who are themselves despite danger. The price you pay for authenticity is dwarfed by the confidence of your honesty. Blessed are the flawed, meaning blessed are all of us who make mistakes, who try faithfully to correct our missteps and to be persons of integrity in this challenging world. We do our best. We miss relationships. We build glimmering castles with our friends and our loved ones in this place where cement sticks itself onto the earth. And blessed are the allies, the understanding, those who find the best in us and others, for you will be embraced by many who will love you. You are beloved by all of us. Blessed are the family who change, who do their best to understand, who keep their perspective but widen it to include others, who have surprised you, for love is your song and you are fully loved in turn. Blessed are the strivers, the wanters, the creatives, and all of us who just try to be good people in our communities and in our relationships. We shall build the land that we are now working on. Blessed are all, for all strive, all work, and all want of something. Blessed, blessed, blessed are all of us, for all that we call holy loves us back. So may we live in love and share it with all, among and beyond us. Blessed be.
Thank you, Lloyd. I would like to share a quote that is actually something one of the people from that list of names shared. Her name was Miss Major Griffin Gracie. She was 78 from Arkansas. It says, "Our ancestor, Miss Major," as she was referred to, taught us, "The world is a wonderful place. And yeah, it's freaking hard. But damn it, every now and then, something comes along that just tingles you to your toes, you know? It can be any number of things. The hand of a friend on your shoulder when you're not feeling good. A smile from a total stranger that is warm and genuine and open, and that caresses your heart from whatever distance they are from you. Those make it worth getting up. Those make it worth fighting for who we are and believing in ourselves." Now, please rise in body or in spirit and join us in singing our sung response, number 1002, "Comfort Me," which is in your teal hymnal. We will just be singing the first verse.
Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Last year, I offered a sermon called a question box sermon. I invited everyone to write a note card, put them in a basket, and answered the ones I could as long as time allowed. One of the questions was something like, why do we have to have so many worship services that are about gay and trans people? Don't people know that we're welcoming? I keep coming back to that question because it's true in a lot of ways. We are obviously welcoming in some ways. We have a non-binary minister, for one thing. We have a trans administrator. We have a rainbow as the chalice flame on the front of our orders of service, on the front of our church, and online. And there are pride flags across the whole length of the social hall if you just look up. Who could possibly miss that we are a welcoming space with all these many ways that we welcome people of all genders and sexualities? So in one sense, the answer is yes. It's so obvious we're so welcoming. And yet, we have to be loud about it. It can be so hard for people who have been told by another faith, by another denomination, by another church, by another family, that their sexuality is not wanted, that they're not welcome here, not welcome in any place of faith, that they're wrong for their desires or for the love they choose to give. It can be so incredibly hard for folks to believe in a welcome. Even as we try to wordlessly make it clear, no matter how many rainbows we put up, there are those who need a full-throated, large-voiced welcome. Need for us to make it clear in our worship as well that this isn't welcome, but quietly. Or welcome, maybe don't hold that person's hand in church, it makes some people uncomfortable. Or welcome, you would look so pretty if you just put on a little makeup. We dress up here. Not that kind of welcome, just plain welcome. We make it clear in our worship, in our social times, that there are people here and that you are all welcome. Trans people, lesbian and gay people, bisexual people, asexual and aromantic people, intersex people, non-binary people, everyone of every gender and sexuality, named and unnamed, accepted, welcomed, honored, and appreciated in every facet of your being. And yes, straight folks, you're very welcome too. We're glad you're here. So today we're celebrating that abundance of welcome for all people. We're celebrating it in an interesting and special way. In the Christian tradition, there was a communion celebration. Some of you that come from other church backgrounds might remember wine and wafers given dry into your mouth. Not feeling like an abundance of welcome all the time. But beyond that remembrance of the life and death and resurrection of Jesus, the promise of a future salvation, over the first 100 or 200 or 300 or 400 years of the Christian church gathering and being together, it wasn't such a ritualized thing. Before it became that intake of affirmation of salvation, the communion celebration was a lot more like our coffee hour. You can see it in letters to Paul. Hey, Paul, said the Corinthians or the Romans or the Galatians. Paul, we have a problem. Some people are bringing really dry bread for our communion meal. And that's all. And we know that they're pretty well off. They're dressed in silk robes, they've got gold ornaments, and their hair up in elaborate hairstyles that took at least 2 or 3 maidservants. What do we do, Paul? Paul says, well, if you're busy putting your hair up in huge hairdos, take it down, cover your head. If you're busy putting on all those bangles, maybe dress a little more modestly. Spend that extra time on the thing that is core to this church, the welcome. Bring your best food. Bring your delicious breads. Bring what you have that makes it clear that all will be fed, physically and spiritually, that every person is welcome and wanted and will be nourished in this space. Paul was kind of the Dear Abby columnist of the ancient world, just so we're clear here. He was writing back to people with problems. So it was like us, that give and take of community, the coffee hour potluck meals, that sharing that saves lives here and now by making sure that someone who maybe didn't get enough to eat the rest of the week on this one day had a good hot meal, made this place a good one to come back to each week, a place that binds together, that weaves the fabric of the social order. And so on this day, as we honor the lives of trans people and mourn their passing, we affirm the gift of community that saves us again and again. I need you to know that trans people who have trans children, who have even one adult who is openly affirming of them, are 40% less likely to commit suicide than other trans children and teens. Trans people with a whole church community that tells them that they are welcome and wonderful and wanted, that's a place where someone can rest for a little while and know that it's not going to be hard to be here. This community saves us not in some future life, but here and now, by giving us hugs and asking how we're feeling on a Sunday morning. Just this morning, I noticed the people attending to one another in the front hall. How are you today? What's going on? How's life? The holidays are coming up. Are you spending it with anyone? All those little questions that bind us together. A phone call or a text when we're feeling low. Space for quiet stillness when we need it. And so in that original spirit of communion, connecting us to the land where we are and the people with whom we choose to be connected. Here and now, let us honor a communion of bread and cider on this day. The bread is gluten-free pumpkin bread made by our worship associate Meg Varhalmi to stretch our welcome even to those whose insides are not as welcoming of gluten. The cider was brought by Jim Van Dyke. It is a remembrance that at this harvest time, there is an abundance which drops to our hands from the land. In this time, we invite you, if you'd like to come forward, to get a piece of bread and a cup of cider, if you'd like to join in the ritual celebration of shared welcome. If for whatever reason that doesn't feel joyful or welcoming to you, feel welcome as well to head to coffee hour and join us in welcome there. And Lloyd will play us some meditative music while we share in communion. And so, as we share in the abundance of delicious bread and cider, may we remember that this, in its essence, has always been about community. Communion is a reweaving of our spirits together, remembering what it means to truly be a community that is gathered in spirit, bound for the same place every day of our lives, that place in which we do good and offer to one another our best caring. May your bread nourish your soul as it nourishes your physical self. May your cider do the same. Blessed be. And so, noticing that we are at that time where we like to move to our social hall and our social hour, let us move directly to our chalice extinguishing as we speak together the words listed in your order of service. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry within our hearts until we are together again. This day and every day, may you remember that you are woven in the bonds of a loving community, that there are people who need your presence in order to live their best lives, for you are a gift and a blessing. Never forget it. Blessed be.